Happy Sunday. Oh, good morning, Beverly. Good morning, Johnny. I see ya. How are you feeling? Ah, so beautiful out today. So beautiful. I literally just spent the last hour really tuning into spirit, getting myself into the mood. And I've got some pretty big messages to come out today. So I hope you're gonna hold on to your hats. These messages may be a little bit different, a little bit more deeper than what I usually do, but we'll see. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. A lot of you maybe have been having experiences that you just can't explain or put your finger on. Oh, hi, Wendy. How's things, darling? You might have had shifts. This can be shifts in consciousness. So you may be thinking it, you may be feeling it, you may be receiving it in your actual foreclares. There is a reason for that, and I hope I can do this message justice today. Good morning, Holly. So good to see you, sweetie. Oh, hello, Tina. Hello. You having a great weekend? Heart back to you, Bev. Heart back to ya. Hey, Lou. Quirky one. Fellow quirky one. How are yous? So, yeah, like I was just saying, there's been a lot of shifts in consciousness this week. Let's just say that. I know it's been happening to me, and as you all know, I teach, mentor, and channel all spirits information from the clarity of my own example. So, you know, I'm great. Thanks, Wendy. I'm good. Just going with the flow. I hope you guys are too. Because there's been some really big upgrades that have been happening, and there's going to be, I don't know whether you guys felt it too, but when the full moon kicked on Friday, holy dooly, what a shift. I don't know whether you guys noticed that the world went mad on Friday, and it happened to be that one day that I had to be out in it. So I'm like going, gee, good energy, gee, sending it out. Please share me some good news, Huda. I'd love that. Good morning. I always want to hear good news. Good morning, Tegan. Good morning. Just send some positive energy out your way. Just for you guys to know too, I'm actually going to start doing some energy healings on people. So I might put the call out to a couple of people to do a one-on-one session online, but I'm also going to be doing this in person just for honest, authentic feedback. So we'll see how we go with that. But Hooters insurance claim settled, and guess what I am getting? Oh, do you want to share that out loud? Make sure there's no energy vultures that want to come and take what you got. Good morning, Kimmy. Hope you had a good weekend. I'll call you later, sweet pea. Morning, Chris. Morning, everyone. Why am I talking like this? Because the energies are getting pretty juicy. This is the financial blessing you told me I'm getting. I love that, Huda. See, did you expect it to come in an insurance kind of way? And I hope it's a juicy amount that you can really set yourself up with. So I'm happy for you, darling. I'm so happy for you. And I'm so glad that Spirit and I could help you keep the faith and keep the hope, because at the end of the day, you manifested this, regardless of what we've said or done. Hey, Carolina. Good to see you, sweetie. My little one received her own little download on the way to her father, about her father with Friday's moon. It was great. Whoa, Beverly. This is what's happening, and I'm going to try and explain it in a way because, as you guys, most people that know me know that I channel information in the now. So even though I get psychic insight and stuff like that, when it comes to energy collective shifts and changes in consciousness, and Puss is back, I'm getting this information in real time just as much as you. So even though I come on and speak it and stuff like that, it takes me a bit of time to sort of process it, to embody it, to get the kind of 3D version, I suppose. Because when you feel it in your 5Ds, it's like, woohoo! It's like, it is just like that clear knowing and that clear feeling. But sometimes if you've got shit going on in your life and that, it can sort of counteract that. Get out of my coffee. Okay, Huda, cool. And congratulations. And there's going to be so many of you out there that are going to start receiving the exact same thing. It's going to be so unexpected. I've been saying this for last week and I'm doing it myself as well. Just a bit of a recap over the week that has been, because as you guys will always hear me say, because there's always new people. That's why I feel like I've got to repeat myself, because there's always new people jumping on or watching replays or stuff like that. Just all 555. So 555 is going to be very significant, and I do believe that's that shift in consciousness. But what's happening at the moment is that a lot of people are going through an emotional kind of rebirth. So even in all the readings I've had, and even myself when I sit down and look at my life, I have my dreams and my desires and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of people aren't really chasing things anymore. They're chasing the feeling of what they're after. So so if you tap into someone's energy and something good happens, you are responsible. Oh, no, I just said that. So, yeah. So at the end of the day, it's very hard, obviously, to put words to emotions. So if you're having communication breakdowns at the moment, or you're speaking as articulately and communicating as articulate as you can, and the other parties aren't hearing you, or vice versa, because energy's always exchanged. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Jade. Good to see you. Hi, Helen. Just try not to get too emotionally caught up in stuff at the moment. I know that's easier said than done, but I'm going to explain why. So, it's so good to see you too, Tracy. So good to see you too. I'll give it a couple more minutes. We'll start at 10:10. And I will let you know what I got. So continue to take care of yourselves, especially when it comes to your mental and emotional health, everybody. Good morning, Denise. Morning, gorgeous. As always, no rocket science there. Oh, thanks, Huda. I'll check it out when I get a chance, sweetie. I have literally been really, really overwhelmed this week with people who are going through this shift in consciousness and stuff. So my apologies if I do take a lot of time to get back to you. I've had a very full-on week. Oh, love you, Jay. Thank you. Always good to feel your energy. I started selling some of my stacked silver to keep the lights on. Oh, really, Johnny? Yeah, get a coffee, Beverly. I'll give you a minute to get a coffee. And look, I have to be honest, guys. In a energy sense, oh, there's my hawk again. In an energy sense, it's very hectic. I'm not going to lie. It's not straightforward. It's not black and white. And I know a lot of people who are going through discord or changes or shifts or having to make difficult decisions and that, they want that black and white answer. But the energies at the moment aren't that simple. It's not that easy. So please go easy on yourselves first and foremost, and go easy on others. Because what's going on at the moment is bigger than you and I and just the world itself. It is somewhat of a DNA activation, and I've been getting that all week, but I'm not taught that way, if you know what I mean. So I'm just trusting that spirit will give me what we need. So it's a DNA activation, which means a lot of you are actually not just cleaning up karmic debt from your current reality, like what you've manifested since the day you popped into this world. It's also about clearing ancestral DNA. and it's karma. So I hope I do this justice. I'll do the best I can, and all you can do is subscribe, like, and stay tuned as we go. 10:10 at 10:10. 10:10. I literally got 10:10 on my phone and 10:10 on the actual timer. So yeah, it's bigger than Ben-Hur. It's bigger than Ben-Hur. So, but I'll try to keep it as articulate. Yeah, a lot of people will be starting to experience anxiety. I noticed this the other day, my energy, because Spirit helped me keep up with the times and helped me keep up with my own lessons and stuff like that. There was this one day where everyone was in a funk, and I'm like, wow, you know, because I obviously had some type of upgrade or whatever. And I got out of the car and I went running in because I had to race home for a reading anyway. So I ran in to get what I needed to get. And as I was walking, I didn't even see a truck that stopped there. And I nearly literally walked straight into the back of a truck. The guy, I can see the guy in the side mirror going, what's wrong with this chick? But this is their energy. So a lot of people will maybe become anxious, or they'll feel quite manic. Or to be the other way, they may get a little bit more depressed and a little bit more solemn and melancholy. So, yeah, all I can do is jump on and help as a collective just to spit out Spirit's energy. Huda just wants everyone here to know you are truly amazing and always to the dot. Oh, thank you, Huda. Yeah, so I understand that the energies are very scattered, but it's all happening for a reason. It's all happening for a reason. You said I would get 2 opportunities offered, one positive and one would ruin me. Got them both on the same day. How's that, Beverly? How's that? I hope you chose what was more aligned with you, sweetie. Good morning, Bonnie. Hi, Yvette. No, anxiety is definitely not easy, but that's where the breath work can come in. That's when it's not avoidance, but that's where positive distraction will help just soothe that feeling to get you back into an emotional alignment. Good morning, Wendy. I love my clients because they're very authentic, and my throat chakra's closing up. I love my clients because they're very open and authentic, and they take ownership and accountability, and that's probably the number one thing that came up during the week is, for various reasons, they procrastinate about doing the energy work that they need to do, that they know they need to do, or they're too scared to do it because a lot of people, they want change so bad, but to feel awful or to use addiction or to keep the momentum of what they are, that's safer and more knowing. And my throat chakra is just closing up. Can you close that up? Open it up, open up, open up. So like I say, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So all I can do, obviously, as you guys know, in this collective is to give you a high perspective. What you do with it is totally up to you. We are here to provide you with what everyone needs, not always what you want. So if you do want to know something, please book in for a private session or whatever. Come, even if you can't afford it or that's not in your thing, just come back and watch the lives, come back and interact in some type of way. All my posts are basically my way of helping the collective, because what people don't see on the other side of the screen is sometimes I can have 2-3 readings a day over a course of 5 days and all the stories are the same. So I try to create posts that will help those, help empower those, or help give those a perspective who are calling out for help right now. I don't do it just for the fun of it. It all serves a purpose. Oh, I love that, Lou. That means a lot to me, because that's all I'm here. I've been feeling pretty wobbly for the last week. Felt like it came out of nowhere. Yeah, it did. It did. But it's all happening for a reason. Let's get into it, eh? Let's get into it. What I did before I jumped on is I did a chat. I tuned into Spirit, and the first song that I heard. So yeah, once ago, hang on. Na 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 na. Before I jumped on, I did a meditation, and the song that came to me was, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away, oh, to find a better day. So that's by Craig David. Not usually my style of music, you know what I mean? But if you want to go and Google, I didn't get a chance before I jumped on, but if you want to go and Google that song, by I'm Walking Away, I'm assuming it is, by Craig David, and actually look at the lyrics, because they kept specifically making me look to the lyrics of that song. So I think a lot of you, and what I have been seeing all week, is that a lot of people are struggling to walk away from the toxic things that they have a maybe energetic, emotional, mental, physical addiction to. And what that is actually karmic. A lot of people aren't kind of knowing that you're experiencing things at the moment that are karmic. And it's so funny because I pulled out these cards, and I'll show you in a sec. You're holding on to karmic energy because it feels safe, because it feels secure, and because, you know, it's predictable for you. So if you're experiencing the anxiety or the manic or whatever, this is just your gentle energy trying to push you out of unwanted scenarios, away from unwanted things, to actually have a look at these situations and learn your lesson for them so you can move into your new timeline. So yeah, I hope that made sense. So if you are keen, check out that I'm Walking Away. Do it through your own senses. There's something in that for you. So be brave, be bold. And you'll always hear me banter on about always keeping your eye on the prize, on your desires. Don't let anything or anyone or whatever distract you right now. I can't wait to get in the tarot, because even I'm keen to see what's going to come out of all this shit. Anyway, so I literally have been saying to certain people this week that there's been some sort of shift in DNA, and because I'm not a scientist, I don't know any of that stuff, and I don't research it either, because I don't like to be influenced in any way. I follow a few readers that I actually believe in, and that's about it. So I don't tap into research and study and all that. If that's what you guys do, by all means, you know, get amongst it and all that sort of stuff, but I don't personally do that. So that's why some people come with information that they've read on Google or Twitter or Facebook or something, and I'll go, I have no idea. I have no idea, because I just don't influence myself with that. Just doing a collective reading, Richard. Yeah. So it's what's actually happening is it's bigger than her in energy. What's actually happening at the moment is a lot of people are breaking ancestral karma. So yes, we have a big job at the moment to sort of sift and sort through our own karma. This isn't bad things all the time. It's just, you know, you've made certain choices in your past, depending on your age, and you're learning your lessons from them. And you're trying to instill new ways, new thought patterns, new daily lifestyle habits. You're trying to have difficult conversations or try to express yourself in some type of way. It's going to be different to move you along in your own timeline. But what's actually happening is there's been a massive DNA shift. And especially for light workers, it's going to be very, very, very overwhelming, because not only are you doing your own timeline, you're also breaking generational karma. So the easiest way that I can explain it is a lot of the young ones are doing it now. Like I always used to say to my son, why don't you drink or smoke and all that like your mum and dad did or whatever? He said, because I looked at that. He goes, I just didn't want to do that. And it's from a consciousness thing. It's not, and he did that when he was about 14 or 15 or something like that. So it's not a conscious thing. So if you're trying to tap into your conscious thoughts about it, you won't get the answer. You've got to go within. But a lot of you are, okay, what they said with that is a lot of people are having this sort of awakening at the moment. And what they're doing is they're looking back and they go, well, if my dad was more nice to me, if my mum was this, or if my family weren't this way, or if whatever, then I wouldn't be the way that I am. And to most people, it comes across like a victim consciousness, a victim mindset, but it's not. It's actually not. It's a higher level of awareness. So you can look back and go, well, if I don't want what my family did, if I don't want those outcomes, if I look back and I see nothing but, you know, shit show pretty much, you're being called to ask to change that. And a lot of you are, but you just don't know how to do it. That's what it is. And that's why you get stuck and stagnant and you just settle for where you are. So, I love that, Beverly. I hope so. Good morning, Ben. So that's just a quick overview. I will post more on it. I will share more on it. I won't take up too much of today's time with that. But I think it's really, really important to know that you're not alone. You're never alone. There is a massive shift happening, especially for people who are naturally intuitive, a little bit more higher on the spectrum than those who aren't. You will experience some emotional thing with that or mental stuff with that. And it's going to come across as overwhelm for you. But this is why it's really important to come back to yourself and allow the dust to settle. They also told me before I jumped on that my mission is to help people shift and adjust their energy so they can actually call in your desire. Because what's actually happening through your thoughts and your feelings and your maybe your physical senses in some way, they want that to marry up with your intuitive senses, your 4 clairs, 6 or however many there are. So you can get some of that balance, and then you can actually manifest what it is that you want into your experience rather than trying and attempting to make it happen. So a lot of people still are in that program thinking that if I do this and I do that and I put that person there and I do this over here and I do this, and it's like this chronological compartmentalizing kind of thing. If that's you, keep doing it, but the result's going to be the same, because it doesn't matter where you go or who you go with or where you travel to or who you move in with. It doesn't matter about all those things. You still take you with you. So you may have a bit of a honeymoon period for a few months or something like that, but it's always going to come back to the same old cycle, same old life. So, so they want to help you call in your desires rather than attempting to make it happen, because that is still from our ego. It's still from control and in some ways manipulation. So just be mindful of that. Please know that on July 1st, I am opening up a new project for myself to help those who want to learn how to manifest their life they desire in a real fun, uplifting, frisky way. It's a little bit different than, I'm going to show you how to do it in real time. I'm just a typical Aussie girl, got her own life and all that sort of stuff, but I actually embrace and embody these principles to manifest what it is that I want in my reality. So I'm launching Manifest Your Wildest Dreams, a sensual odyssey on July 1st. So if you do want to learn how to manifest, just like a normal person, if I could say it that way, this will be for you. This is an 18 plus community, because I have to keep some level of professionalism on here, obviously. And there's a lot that I can't say or do because of, I don't know, I might get banned or it gets shut down or gets removed or something like that. There's that law. But if I go into my 18 plus little group, I can say what I want to say. I can be who I want to be. I feel like this is just an opportunity for me to be my true self. And those who actually come in and want to be part of this membership, it's going to be really, really affordable. It may benefit you because there's going to be no holds barred. So if anyone comes in, they go, don't use that swear word and don't talk like that, and me, whatever. You'll see the raw, unfiltered side of Dan. Because I don't know whether you guys remember who were on my last live. I was driving home a week or two ago, and Spirit had the little angel figure on one of my shoulders, and I had the little devil energy on my right shoulder. And because the collective energies have shifted at the moment, and they want you to embody both masculine and feminine, the duality of self, all that sort of stuff. There's a little devil side inside of Dan that's wanting to come out and play and wanting to come out and experience the actual physical sensory world of the 3D. Because I pinch myself off from it because I'm always the leader, the share of, whatever. It's that serious Capricorn side of me, you know what I mean? But I've spent the last 2 weeks really trying to mold those two together so I can have the best of both worlds as well. and creating this project when it comes to my work is that. So anyway, this is what a lot of you are working through at the moment, and I know it's not easy, and it's the trickiest thing is to make yourself feel safe, secure in this process, to know that it doesn't matter about what everyone else is doing. It only matters what you're doing. And only you get to say fuck yes to those things that you want to say yes for. And you have every right to say no, hell nah, to whatever it is. In this group, I guarantee you that hopefully through the influence of my own energy, you can get a little bit more decisive and a little bit more stronger in your resilience to do what's right for you without fear or worry, or at least if you do make a choice, you've got a community to support you to you know, help you get along. So so I'm glad you all found it relatable. Yeah, you can get in contact with me, Yvette. Yeah, I can honour you with that, darling. And you know, for the next week, we got school holidays now too, so it's even better. So I've got so much more freedom, so much more flexibility. 2 weeks school holidays. That's something to appreciate anyway. So I was going to say, yeah. So if you do want to take me up on that $60 voucher to have a 30-40 minute session with me, please continue to reach out. It won't be available on my website, but I'm happy to help those for the next week or so as we shift through this energy. So yeah. Anyway, so before I tapped on, let's get into this, eh? Here we go. Okay, so just asking Spirit just to settle down me little eye here. Before I jumped on, I pulled some cards out from the Earth Magic deck. And you wouldn't believe it, because I've been talking about the DNA with friends and stuff and those who are in the know all week, and the DNA card actually come out. And what do we have here? We have karma. So I wanted to read to you just a quick excerpt from the book. This is for people who do have a true desire to learn from higher perspective. And just to understand what's going on. So it says, aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent. Yet as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices now that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic. Yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is now up to you. But know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. So you may want to come back and listen to that. So I'll leave that alone, because once again, I'm not even into kind of vibrational resonance. I feel it, but my brain still can't catch up with it, so I'll let that sit. And the second one we've got is the eagle, and I literally saw my brother's eagle again right there doing live, but we got eagle and we got communion. So innocence is not simply the lack of guilt or shame, but a quality in itself, one that you naturally possess when you first come into this existence. There are current challenges you have faced throughout life and have further shaped your personality and character. You have also likely encountered moments following a disappointment or loss when you turned sour or cynical, and no doubt have had times when layers of anger or fear have blocked your flow of your vitality which is your life force. Yet in spite of all this, there is a core of innocence that you can reawaken by releasing any shame or guilt that has covered over the truth of who you are. Take any opportunity you can to heal this shame and let it go so you can revisit that state of purity. Doing so helps you see every moment with fresh eyes and removes the filters that inhibit your light and love from coming forth. You truly are a child of, I'll say source, keep it general. So allow yourself to be just that. So the other cards we got are Vision Quest and Wake Up Call. So like I say, a lot of you are receiving that wake up call. You are still trying to use your discernment when it comes to what's karmic, what's for your highest good, what's not, and trying to make your adjustments through there. So it's going to be so personal and different for everybody. But if you're willing to do the work, I'm here to help you. All right, let's get into that collective. Here we go. Gonna make my nose itch. Morning, Rose. So I hope that all made sense. That was very deep. I've worked up a sweat now. All right. And one thing I'll say before I start the collective reading is that this has to be an in your now type of journey from this moment forth. It's always about coming back to your now. All you have is now. It's just one step in front of the other, one day after another. Please, whatever you do, and I notice this a lot this week, and I know it's easy to do, until you reach this high level of consciousness. Do not compare yourself with anybody. Do not compare yourself with anything, okay? That's the worst thing that anyone can do at the moment. A lot of people are coming to me, I'm in my 50s and I don't even have a home that I own, but George and Mildred do. Or I'm this age and I'm not this, and I've done this and I've got this, and they're comparing themselves with everybody else. See people at face value right now. Look at them at a holistic self and just recognize that what you see in others is what you're truly seeing and feeling about yourself, whether it's good things or positive things. So yeah. All right, Spirit, I'm going to tune out and the wind comes. Aww. Spirit, can you use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer my beautiful community members, myself included, some clear, articulate, and Metatron, you can come in and help too today if you like, some clear messages. What do we need to help us move forward? What can we expect from 10:33 on Sunday? I don't know the date. Actually, I should know the date. It's the 23rd because it's my brother's birthday tomorrow. So if I have a bit of a downer tomorrow, you know why. It's funny how that he come in the eagle though. All right. Fell out. Expect powerful change. Look at my energy. My energy is like going off tap. Expect powerful change. So this full moon has actually ushered in a whole lot more energy, and I think that's why they wanted me to just take some time in the beginning just to give you a little bit of a higher perspective of what's happening in the higher consciousness. But you, each and every one of you, have the absolute potential to manifest. I just made up a new word. Manifest a very powerful change in your life, and it's coming in. Like I say, there's a lot of things being illuminated right now. You're seeing people's true colors. You're seeing yourself or where you stand in your life. You're always going to have parts of yourself that you may not like, and you're going to have parts that you absolutely love. You can take the higher spiritual road and actually just keep basking in those parts that you love so you can increase its value in that way. Or you can actually have a look at your life and go, you know what, I don't really like this, I don't like that and all that, and then make the shift and the change in the physical world to complement that. But there is definitely a powerful change that is coming in. That's why I started getting this, because that's the thing of an empath and stuff. You feel the energy. And then when you feel something that's the opposite, just so I go down the shop and there's a grumpy old man in there and you feel the opposite, it's like this emotional or energetic tug of war. Hopefully in the manifesting group as well, I'll teach you really simple tools and strategies, how to soothe your energy. That's another thing too. Mindset's going to be a very big thing from this moment forth too. So if you're stuck or anything, improve your mindset, empower your mindset. They just told me sticky situations. So some of you may be coming out or about to enter or are experiencing a very sticky situation. So, look at that. Look. It's time to step out of your comfort zone. A lot of you have to release anything that's karmic. Karmic, once again, is anything that's not for your highest good. That's not helping you propel forward. That's anything that puts you in any type of mental prison, emotional prison. Maybe you're not honoring your intuition and not following what your intuition's telling you. Could be anything for everyone, anyone. But a lot of you need to, I'm surprised Be Bold and Take the First Move hasn't come out, because I feel like that's the energy right now. You need to start doing what's right for you. And if other people around you don't like it, tough titties, because it's not about them, it's about you. But please, you may feel inclined anytime from now to step outside your comfort zone and do something new. Start saying yes to things that actually titillate your experiences. See, sticky situations, your commitment is being tested. The question is, are you going to be more committed to yourself? Or are you going to be more committed to the thoughts, the feelings, the assumptions, the opinions of others? You've got a very big choice to make from this moment forth. Are you going to choose you? Or are you going to choose things outside of yourself? Really important. So a lot of you are going to have to make some hard decisions and actually move forward with it, regardless of what other people think or say. See it. Can see it. Because a personal issue is reaching a resolution. And if it's not, it's because you're not making a choice. It's because you're not putting yourself first. It's because you're not trusting your intuition. It's because you are choosing to see the lack and scarcity and obviously compare yourself to other people and pinching yourself off from the source and the supply and the change that is bloody coming in for you. I've been bantering on about this for donkeys. Go back and watch the previous videos. But a personal issue that is unique to you is going to reach a resolution. Are you going to learn your karma and move forward? Or are you going to still keep trying to tidy up old mess? The answers you need are coming. Goes back to that communication that I just spoke about. Some of you need to have this open communication with someone outside of yourself, or some of you may be receiving communication from someone outside of yourself. But at the end of the day, you need to know who you are, what you want, what your boundaries are, your morals, your values, what you deserve. And if the communication that comes in, it matches that, then in some way, and this can be job, work or whatever, in some way, you're going to reach a really peaceful resolution. You are going to move forward towards this passionate change, but it's going to take you to step outside of your comfort zone. So if you've been working the same job for the last 15 years, but you want to change, you may have an option where you have to leave the comfort of this job and move towards a new job. Or I spoke to a few people this week that were leaving corporate and going into self-employment. I've got people who are leaving long-term relationships and choosing to become single, or they're leaving long-term relationships and going into a new relationship. It's different for everybody, but that's the energy at the moment. That's what's going on. Well, that's the potential from here on out. Here on out. All right, I get some tarot now. Resonate, Suda? All right, tarot is my fortune telling tool. I'm not going to probably show you the cards because, you know, they flag you and stuff. All right, Spirit, let's get some juicy stuff. Next 6 days are going to be very significant. 6 days. Or the 6th of July. So if it's not 6 days for you, because like I say, everyone's got their own timeline, everyone's doing their own energy work, depends on whether you're doing a lot, not enough, or whatever. But in 6 days, something very good I'll take the 6 days. Something significant's going to come that's going to step you out of your comfort zone, or it could be by the 6th of July. Yeah, especially if you're standing up in your power. Yep. Look, we got the Death card, so that symbolises ending out that karmic cycle. Not doing it anymore, honoring my worth. A lot of you have a massive shift when it comes to your pentacles, when it comes to your money, when it comes to your security and stability. A lot of codependent connections are going to be split up in some way. So I always believe that money is a natural energetic byproduct to the love that you give, or you doing what you're passionate about. So if you're really focused on the absence of money or any type of value at the moment, I'd take a look at that and empower your mindset in some way, because a lot of you have a really good shift coming in when it comes to your career or your work. If you're self-employed, it could take off. They just said just working out your worth, working out the worth. So it's kind of like, you know, are you making a lot of sacrifice and stuff and not being paid accordingly? If that's the case, that's because of your money mindset, you know? Yeah, judgment on the bottom, that's made me look at the bottom. A lot of you are still trying to make some positive judgment calls in your life. I got another message last night, but it's in my notes on my phone. Yeah, there's emotional fulfillment coming in too. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment. And you will always hear me say, the only time you want anything outside of yourself is because of the feeling or the emotion that you'll have from having it. But you have to have that feeling first at the moment. If you're not feeling rich, if you're not feeling safe, stable, unconditionally loved, all that sort of stuff right now, you will still manifest into your experience, no matter what we say, evidence of where you're at in your energy. So if you can take the time to soothe your emotional self and empower your mindset through affirmations, self-scripts, trying only to listen to positive media, doing all that type of stuff, getting everybody else's thoughts and opinions out of the equation, stop settling, stop people pleasing, stop pinching yourself off on the source and the supply here. There's some level of financial and emotional fulfillment that's coming in for you. And it can come within the next 6 days, or it can come by the 6th of July. So if someone wants to write that down and let me know, that'd be cool. Higher levels of commitment. This has been coming out all week, even for my private clients. There's a contract. You're going to be signing a contract. This contract is either going to set you free, but it's going to liberate you in some way. So this can be you're signing up to a new job, you're signing a contract that has value and stability and security attached to it. This could be just your new timeline contract, your soul contract. So it can go in so many different layers, because I'm reading for so many different people. So some of you are just closing out this karmic cycle, and you are signing the contract to your new soul journey. And that's probably why they encouraged me to do this this project of mine. Sorry, they're making me do it in a visual way. I can't express it in emotion, words. So you're closing out an old karmic cycle. You're about to start a whole new karmic contract. Be careful with that. You don't want to sign up for what you experienced in the past. Some of you are signing up to a contract with work. There's definitely work endeavors here, signing a good contract that's going to give you that stability and security that you're yearning for. Some of these could be a new contract, so you could be getting engaged or married. On the flip side, it could also be divorce as well. So with this energy, they just want me to say, they're tying a bow in front of me, so it's about tying up loose ends. So a lot of you are tying up loose ends, but this contract is actually going to go in your favor. It's actually going to take you places. This has got to be a bit of a solo journey just for now, if I'm honest. This is about you lining your ducks up in a row, taking all the injustices that have happened to you in your past and starting to turn that pain into some type of purpose and allow yourself to move forward and get into the best mental and emotional space that you can, so you can start moving forward. This goes back to that mental download I got last night. I put it in my phone. I can't remember it. There's beautiful unions coming in. There's beautiful unions coming in. This could be in relationship, in work partners, something like that. They just told me there's some form of steadiness coming in. If you're feeling like you're in this hangman position right now, it's happening to you in the lineal time for a reason. And that's to help you get clarity on what it is that you want. Put yourself in emotional alignment with the reasons why you want it. And I'm telling you what, a lot of you are going to forge forward with either a work endeavor, a relationship endeavor, maybe both. Take it all. You can have it all. But I've got 2 different pathways for people. So please, guys, remember your thoughts create your things. Look, do the mindset work. Do the mindset work. A lot of you are letting or allowing life to get away with you. And what's happening is that it's actually taking advantage of you by your ego, pushing it up into your headspace, and you're trying to logically think of the who, what, whens, and whys and stuff like that. This level of consciousness that's coming in at the moment is not going to allow you to do that. You can do it because you have free will. But you are going to feel so much discomfort by trying to do that. You could sabotage some really, really good things that are coming in, because Spirit are drip feeding a lot of you, a lot of new avenues, new people, new places, new things, new opportunities, new ways of thinking. There's a lot of newness coming in here. But a lot of you are getting up into your head. You're making excuses as to why you can't go with whatever this emotional fulfillment is. You're making excuses why you can't change from that job. It's a lack and scarcity mindset. We need to improve our mindset. Absolutely. But a lot of you who are doing the work are getting out of this hangman position within the next 6 days or by the 6th of July, and you are going to either manifest a really playful, co-creative connection, whether this is in relationship, or this could be really good business deals as well. Okay, the easiest way I can say it is that you either, how do I say this? Let me get some of these. So much is being illuminated to you right now. And what's being illuminated to you right now is most predominantly those things that you do not like, those things that you do not want. It's triggering something in you. But instead of coming back to self and saying, why am I feeling this way? Maybe I've outgrown this, or doing that self-reflection, self-introspection and stuff like that, it's putting you in your head. You're making up stories in your head. You're trying to your ego and your conscious brain is trying to come out and summarize the 101 reasons why that person didn't want to be with you, or why they're not texting back, or why they're doing what they do. It is what it is. There's an illusion. A lot of you are falling for illusion. Now's not the time to fall for illusion. It's time to follow your intuition and go with it, because you've got financial rewards coming in for you. You've got your karmic rewards coming in for you. Your karmic rewards. Financial rewards. And then it doesn't matter whether it's $1, whether it's $10. You could just, it doesn't even matter about the money, like the mullah, the hard cash. You may be gifted something of value. Someone might say, I've got 2 tickets to this, would you like to go? Somebody might say, you might win something, games of chance. There's something of value coming in here. Hey, Mel, I didn't see you jump in there. I'll read your comments in a sec, guys. I just want to keep this flow going. The Tower. Old things need to fall away so new things can take its place. It's happening whether you like it. Heartbreak. Third-party situations. Go back and watch the video I wrote or made the other day, because that just reminded me of that. You have so many options. I'm going to say this again really loudly for the people in the back. You have so many options coming in for you right now that a lot of you aren't learning your karmic lesson, and you're choosing to stay with what's familiar, what's comfortable, or because you don't feel like you deserve or are worth better. It's time for you to step up, to use this Tower moment. It's happening to everybody. It's happening to everybody, myself included. It's happening for you at the moment to show you what's real and what's not, what's possible and what's not, what's for your highest good and what's not. This cycle is going to end for you whether you like it or not, and if you don't, by free will and personal choice, make this positive choice for yourself and work more towards energetically towards a life of your dreams and your desires or whatever, you could experience this anyway. And pinch yourself off from all this stuff that's coming in. You need to get out of your head. Stop trying to allow your ego to protect you, which is your physical brain. Maybe start trying to find new ways to trust the process a little bit. Only saying yes to what feels good, no to what doesn't. Not to compare yourself with other people. So you can welcome in this new timeline for yourself that has abundance, that has love, that has joy, that has prosperity, which you've designed for yourself. The beautiful connections, the supportive connections. Those who see you and trust you and believe in you for who you really are, with no condition, without judgment. Who doesn't want that life? Who doesn't want that life? That's what's coming in. So some of you, through your Tower moment, are going to have to experience this. Remember who the fuck you are. I'm getting really passionate. I'm really trying to calm my energy. Maybe I shouldn't, but you have something significant coming in for you. You are going to be recognized. You are going to be validated. It's like your name is going to be put on a map in some way. Your energy is going to be recognized in work, in love, in pleasure. You've got someone who believes in you as much as you believe in them, or there's something going on, but you're not quite in alignment with this. You're not quite believing this just yet. It's kind of like, as soon as I start feeling good, then something fucking happens. Or I need things to work this way, because if it doesn't work this way, then I get anxious. Then I get all bombarded, and maybe it's not, and then I get into my head about it. It's that type of stuff. This is what's causing anxiety. This is what's causing the depression, all that sort of stuff. I'll probably get banned for that because I didn't realize there was nudity on that card. But anyway, a lot of you are pouring your cup, pouring your emotion, pouring your thoughts, feelings, attention, focus on the wrong things. This cup should be turned around and you should be pouring it into yourself. I am worthy. I've got great things coming in. Miss Psychic D keeps saying it. I am worthy. I am deserving. And I know that's very hard if we go back to the original message, if you've got generational karmic things. Don't blame your mum, your dad, your pops, your cousins. Don't blame anyone else for where you are. Don't blame anyone else for where you are. They were catalysts for you to have a look and go, well, I'm a sovereign being. And I can have whatever I set my mind to. I'm going to say thank you to that experience, because now I know what I don't want. I can shift my focus into those things that I do want now. And that's what you're being encouraged to do. It's going to end anyway. It's going to either end in love, prosperity, financial abundance, really good intuition, all that sort of stuff, or it's going to end up in heartbreak for you. So that's why I'm passionate, because I don't want this to happen to you. But sometimes if people don't learn their karmic lessons, that's what happens. The end, they just said, the end. Okay, I'll get into that. So I'll quickly get into some guidance, and then I'll come back and answer some one-on-one questions if you like. Stop chasing your tail. Stop getting in your head about it so much. You have a blessed change coming in for you. It's not quite there yet. You need to get on top of yourself. You need to get on top of yourself, on your ideas, on who you are as a person. You need to get on top of that first. Let this tower, this karmic goodbye go, and start thinking and feeling in more prosperous, abundant ways. It's coming in for you because you're the star. You be real. You be that true version of yourself, and you can have it all. It's coming in. Let's quickly pull some love. Yep, the wind's picking up. Yep. Water, place seeds and water the garden. I don't know why they keep blocking that up. That you want to manifest in your life right now. You've got to know that you're worthy. I knew this was coming down to self-confidence and that, because, yeah. Anyway, so remember your worth. We've got distorted masculine here too. So this is that distorted version of yourself, which is in touch with your worthiness. You know, I know a lot of people at the moment that are attracting really good things in their experience, and then they sabotage it because they think they don't deserve it. They're not worthy of it. Whatever, but you've got to step back and go, I manifested this opportunity, this shift. I've had people manifest like 3 or 4 really good job opportunities, and they book in with me to help them sift and sort which one's best and all that sort of stuff. And then as soon as they got all these offers, they instantly pinched them off on the supply and picked out all the problems with all 4. Please don't do that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Not only did we get the garden, we also got the gardener. So, you know, consider the universe at the moment one big tree, and it's got all these delicious fruits on it. What are you going to choose? You know, what does your harvest look like? Are you going to continue to settle for less than you deserve? Or are you going to go and pick from that really nice, juicy fruit that's way at the back, and, you know, you're just going to climb that little bit harder to reach the back to get that delicious, tasty treat? And we got the distorted masculine, and then we got the divine masculine. There are divine unions coming into play right now. Use your discernment. We all embody both the masculine and feminine, so a lot of people are learning how to merge. I shared my real life experience where I'm very masculine because I'm a single parent, have been for a very long time, had a lot of responsibilities, and I've missed out on a lot of my life. So I had to step up into that masculine role to take care of business. But over the course of the last 2 months or so, I've really been working on that feminine part of self, you know, and that entails me getting in touch with more. I can intuitively feel things on a really, really deep level, but I need to start feeling them in my physical senses. So that's where that little devil energy comes in. So it's about balancing those 2 things out at the moment, and that's what this energy represents. So some of you, if you are a little bit more in your feminine, maybe, or people call you soft or too sensitive or anything like that, you may be recognizing that and seeing that, you know, that probably brings out the people-pleasing ways in you, or that brings something out. You know, you manifest people that only need to be loved and cared for and nurtured or something like that. You may be encouraged to step up into your masculine. And that doesn't mean you get all bossy and stuff like that, but when you're in your masculine, that means that you've got boundaries and you've got morals and values, and yeah, you become a bit more of a leader of your life. So, yes. Does that all make sense? That's where I've been for 10 years, being mum and dad. Yeah, and it's not easy to break out of. It's not easy to separate yourself. My biggest thing is to allowing, you know, others to come in and help and support. Because usually it's got strings attached. But if you don't step outside your comfort zone and not compare each person, each place, each opportunity that's coming in right now to be exactly like how it was in the past, there's a good chance that you may experience past things as well because you haven't healed that energy. You haven't transmuted it. So, yeah, good times. Good times. All right. What I might do if you guys want to ask a question. Happy Sunday, Carrie. Good to see you, sweet pea. If you could ask a specific question, that would be really, really handy because it's easier for me to answer that way rather than just say, pull me a card. But you can do whatever. While I wait for some of your questions to come through, Heart's treasure chest, we'll close it off with some golden keys of Gaia. Open your treasured heart and share your riches with the world. Equally, allow yourself to receive. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people are pinching themselves off from receiving. August, September is going to be very, very significant. Might book my holiday for then. Got me passport now. Mask off. Mask off. You are seeing people, places, things, aspects of yourself. May not be very pleasant at the moment. Oh, thank you, Hoot. I'll answer your question in a sec, doll. The mask is off. You are seeing things exactly for what they are right now. The question is, what are you going to do about it? You don't need to suppress to impress or hide any parts of yourself. Take off any mask and reveal the real you. If not, intuitively. It will happen intuitively. So trust your intuition. Trust your gut. You've got peace of mind that is coming in. Please ask me something strange, Beverly. I love it. I've been doing this for 30 odd years. There's nothing strange, weird, or anything for me. Divine love. Refocus your attention on the overflowing power of love you hold within to help you reconnect to your divine and eternal spirit. This will aid in attracting or healing a relationship. This is getting out of that distorted version of self and tapping into the divine version of self. And if you're doing that, kudos. Kudos to you. And then we've got altar of the heart as well. So all this heart, you need to follow your heart right now. You are the altar. So adorn yourself in jewels and prayers and take part in self-care practices. I'm just going to probably have to actually, let's see if I can block it. Is that a bit better? Yeah, I just got to make sure my phone doesn't overheat. So that's it, guys. Go back and re-watch that if you need clarification. I hope I did that as articulately as I could. It's very difficult when you do collective because I just want to help everybody, but I know I can't. But if you do want to step into a higher version of yourself, you can join my Manifest Your Wildest Dreams membership. It is going to be over here on YouTube. I'm trying to get away from everything else at the moment because I need more structure when it comes to where I spread my energy and stuff like that. So yeah, all right. Shake this energy off. So I'm sorry if I missed your comments. Feel free to start resharing. I always on our super chats first. And we're going to start with Huda. All right, is my baby daddy finally about to back off from parenting time? If so, within what time frame? Can I just say something to that just for general, and this goes to whether you book in with any psychic or any sort of fortune teller or whatever, or any healer or anything like that. A psychic can tell you something, but we have to understand and remember that that other person, so in Huda's case, baby daddy, they have their own free will and they're going to do what they feel is best for them at that time. So even though a psychic, which I will just help Huda with, can give some type of prediction when it comes to that sort of stuff, that doesn't mean that that person that is in that scenario isn't going to do something different. So just remember that. Because a lot of people come back and blame the reader. They blame the reader. Oh, you told me this is going to happen and it didn't, and they did something completely different, because they have free will too. You cannot control or manipulate anybody or anything. Or if you do, it's for toxic reasons and it'll backfire anyway. But Spirit, let's go into Huda's timeline when it comes to baby daddy. Baby daddy. You should get some peace for yourself within the next, they gave me two things, within the next 3 weeks or the next 3 months. The thing in your energy though, Huda, is it's about stopping yourself from getting all caught up in the specifics as well. You know, when, how, I just want relief. I know you're chasing the feeling, you're chasing the closure and stuff, but you have to let this unfold, because what's actually happening from a higher perspective is that baby daddy is actually learning his own karmic lessons right now. Unfortunately, you're part of that process for him, but it's going to fall away anyway. You are going to be victorious. You've actually got more offers coming in than you actually realize. There is a king energy, someone who does want to support you financially, stability, or wants to be in a family divine union with you. That's definitely coming up. But Spirit, just more so, it is going to happen. But they also want you to focus on yourself and try not to work it out. Your intuition already knows. Your intuition already knows, but it's just about trying not to work all this out. But I do see a masculine coming in and taking care of business where business couldn't be taken care of before. If you know what I mean. So I hope that helped you, Huda. Will I be recognised, Carrie? Will I be recognised for stepping into my boss's role from 1st of July, please? I'm stuck when it comes to your question, Carrie, because I don't know whether that's kind of a secret need or desire that you feel you need to be validated by something outside of yourself. There is success. There is success coming in for you. There is validation coming in for you, and there's an increase in your abundance as well. But where I got stuck in your question, because I'm tapping into the energy of it, is like, I won't know that I'm good enough or I deserve this pay rise or whatever until I'm validated in this role. I'm not sure what you meant by that, but I can only read the energy of it. But you are going to, you're the star too. You fit in with the collective reading. You are the star. You are going to get validated. So either which way, but it's about, there's something about you not needing it. Don't need that. Don't need that, they just keep saying. So I don't know if that helped you. Beverly wants to know if she'll be wearing a lanyard for work in about 2 months. Yeah, you will. You're really stepping up in your power. You're actually coming into a time where you're going to get a lot of financial rewards and that, so you can actually give from a cup. So I feel like you're getting everything on a holistic sense. So this is mental, emotional, physical, you're getting all, I don't know, this is a sensory thing. You're getting your top cupped up, and then I get to give from the overflow of it. No matter what costume it looks like. So yeah, I just want you to go with the flow. Spirit, is there a relationship coming in for Lou? Is there a relationship coming in for Lou? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. But they... The initial energy I get for you, Lou, is that you're sort of still, your energy is still a little bit stuck in the old version of you. If you give yourself a little bit of time over the next probably month or two to use that time to sort of deliberately create the partner that you want, there is definitely one coming in for you. But if you don't do this, this is through your own self-worth and stuff, and like, this is like designer mate. This is what we'll be doing in my manifestation thing as well, manifestation membership. I'm going to help you design your mate. So if you're single and ready to mingle and all that sort of stuff, I'm going to help you design your partner, design your bank book balance, design all that sort of stuff. So you're in designer mode at the moment, Lou. There is a relationship coming in, but it's kind of like you need to step into this new version of you first, if that makes sense. So yes, the answer is yes. Yvette, does Spirit see me entering a living relationship? Yes, but you're still in your head. Hangman jumped out. Hangman. Into self-imposed prison. Here comes the office and the opportunity. Self-imposed prison. Getting in your head too much. Yvette. Yep. Yep. It's all coming in. Emotional fulfillment, happy family card, it's all coming in. Once again, you've got to shift your mindset into, I can't wait to experience this. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do that, you know? So I do see it coming in. With your current energy, I feel like it's more around the 6-month mark. 6 months. Is there anything I need to do moving forward to have all the goods come in? Denise, you've got the love coming in as well and you're manifesting it. No, I honestly don't think there's anything that you need to do. Keep those thoughts positive, keep those emotions as centered and as grounded. I think a lot of your energies in here is you're ready for this, but we don't know how to create it from an energetic space. Because whatever this is for you, Denise, you are manifesting it. It does look very, very good here. You are still at the tail end of cleaning out external energies and stuff like that. You have a supportive partner that is coming in for you. I never get this different message for you here, but you've also got, it's Spirit are kind of saying you've got in your subconscious or in your vibration that I'm not stable, secure enough to manifest what it is that I want. And Spirit wants you to know that you are. It's just opening up your heart space to allow it in, if that makes sense. Yes, current energies change like the current in the ocean. Absolutely. And it's hard. If you're just at home by yourself doing your own thing, it's quite easy. But when you start going out and interacting and being influenced by external energies, that's when things get a little bit more complicated, you know? Oh, I'm just going to move into the shade. The set, okay, my baby daddy is not backing up. There are moments in which he does. Let's say he's high conflict, so it will depend on the situation. I try not to hold my breath on what he would do. Do not stop your life dependent on what other people are going to do. Let them go their hardest. Let them go their wildest. Stay grounded, Lisette. Step back into your power, darling. Do not put your energy and your power in the hands of anyone. You come back to your now. This is your house, your life, your child, your desire, your dream. A lot of people are coming in right now because they're not doing it consciously. This is the thing. It's happening in vibration. They're either trying to karmically get at people. So it's, how do I explain it? People with good vibrations and intentions, stepping out of the distorted version of self, they will come through to you as apology. They will come through and let's make this better. They will come to you with let's get on the same page type energy. Those who are in their karmic energy, they're going to be doing the opposite. They're going to want to control you, manipulate you, keep you on the other end for their own egotistical reasons. When it comes to your energy of your ex, Lisette, they're trying to keep you stuck and stagnant energetically to where you are because, I don't know how to explain this. You're not meant to be part of this person's karmic cleanup. And that baby daddy, again, who's not backing up, they can only come and play with you if you allow it. Set your boundaries, do what's right for you. But so much. Do what's right for you. You need to cut the cord. You need to cut the cord. Because you have a new relationship coming in. It's very difficult. Because there's a lot of fear in a lot of people's energies on here. And a lot of karmic energy. Yeah, leave it to the universe, Huda, absolutely. Keep going with the screenplay, Johnny. Oh, I love that, Carrie. So you got that? Yes, you will have a permanent position come in, Huda. Wendy. Will there be a change in work for me? They seem to be a bit petty at the moment. Thank you. There will be, and there's smooth sailing coming in for you, Wendy, but you need to create it. I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself with everybody's energy, but I can't help it. You do have a new offer coming in, but if anybody's focused on the lack, the scarcity, the injustice, or anything like that, this opportunity is going to pass them by because they're so heavily focused on injustice or what everyone else is doing or allowing other people to control or manipulate their life. You will be moving forward. I feel like you need to move for this new job, or you'll be moving for this new job or this new position. There's actually quite a lot of abundance attached to this as well. Your prayers are being heard. It's just about you stepping up in your power and knowing that you really do deserve better and to start getting better. Yes, pursue your screenplay, Johnny. Yes, Kim, they will. Just remember, anything you do in the physical world right now, whether it's in the physical world right now, just do it from the place of passion, from a place of mindfulness. Try not to attach yourself to a certain outcome, because that's what's going to put you into any false sense of, you won't be able to move forward that way. Oh, 11:11, I missed that. Everything's going to unfold within the next 3 weeks to 3 months for you, Huda. I can't give you a specific, darling, because the energies are going to change so much. If I was in your physical position, Huda, and this goes for everybody, be very grateful and appreciative and find moments in your day to just sit and bask in your now, without having to know all that information for your ego, for your conscious mind. And I'm not saying it's easy by any means, just because I get in on here and I sound really flippant. But this is a skill. This is a practice. This is how you embrace this higher consciousness so things can come in a lot more easier for you. Oh, was it? Absolutely, Michelle. Here comes that new beginning, and even in your private read, you get the same card. Just feel the best possible version. Do not apply for anything if you're not feeling optimistic. That's just heads up. So if you're not feeling optimistic that there is a job out there, there's a person out there or whatever out there for you, don't do the physical action, because you're just going to get the results that amplify that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not getting things, because you're not optimistic. So if you can stay optimistic, there is a new opportunity, a new doorway coming in for you. July, August seems to be very significant. The wheels of justice are going in your favor, and you are going to get your karmic justice. So it is out there, but you're going to have to be stronger. You're going to have to be a little bit more determined, a little bit more fighty. You've got to stand your ground, know who you are, know who you're worth, and there could be some work attached to it as well. So, yeah. All right, Beverly, I'll probably hop off soon too. I've got stuff to do. So, stuff to do, people to see. So I hope that hour and a bit just helped some of you. It was pretty full on. Oh, did I miss? Bonnie, my question is similar to Denise's. Is there anything different I could be doing to bring my desires in? What does Bonnie need to do? Spirit? Think rich. And just literally, as soon as I read your question, they made me pull out that Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich book. I think yours more so, Bonnie, is trying not to focus on the absence of things. Because there's a lot of logical here. Your lesson at the moment to get out of this karmic cycle for yourself is not to emotionally invest in things that you know aren't for your highest good. And we emotionally invest in so many different things, you know what I mean? But there's a little bit of a struggle when it comes to what you choose to emotionally invest in. Yeah, they are saying take some time out and more tap into your intuitive senses. So that's part of this ascension and this timeline shift and all that sort of stuff, taking a more spiritual approach to things. But don't worry, because the karmic wheel is going in your favor as well, and you've got karmic justice coming in. I actually feel like you've got a new partnership or a new relationship coming in for you, sweetie. Yeah. Michelle McKee. Will everything be okay with my GF with what's going on at present? I don't know what's going on at present. Oh boy. This is a hard question to answer because I need a little bit more specific. So Michelle, if you want to ask something a little bit more broader, because I think this is a karmic connection. And I don't want to say something that you're not ready to hear. And that's what I feel like is going to happen. I'm not sure what question to ask. Maybe if abundance is coming for me, or if my partner and I are ascending into a higher relationship. I've been learning to prioritize myself. Michelle, all I can say to you is to be very, very mindful, because there's something going on in the energy that I'm not a fan of. And I'm not in a position in this time frame to sort of... She's going to be contacting me soon for a reading. All right. This could get interesting. Anyway, thank you. Please, all I can say to you, Michelle McKee, do what's right for you. There's something I don't like about this. Can't put my finger on it because I'm not into the timeline of it. But there's a red flag. There's a big, big, big red flag. Because one of you is intuitive and one of you isn't. And I'm going to step out of that now because I'm getting nauseous. So, Carolina, are the scripts and visualizations and mantras having any positive effect, or am I pinching myself off in ways I don't see? Well, how do you feel about them, Carolina? Spirit just said, it is working. There is balance coming to it. There is stability and security. The one thing that does kind of get in the way is a self-imposed prison here. Come here. Just had a Father Christmas thing just float down there. Yeah, self-imposed prison. Look at me. Oh, kitty. And maybe your mindset a little bit. So it is, but I think what's happening for you at the moment, Dal, is that you're learning, or you don't realize you're doing it. You're actually balancing up your thoughts and your emotions. So yeah. All right, guys, I might wrap that up. Time for me to go and do my juicy juju stuff. I hope you all have the most amazing week ahead. Hopefully, now that I've come out of my own death and rebirth, whatever's coming in will have a little bit more structure to it. Thank you, everybody, for your patience and your support as well. I really, really do appreciate it. Lots and lots. Let's close this out, though. I feel like I just need to close this out with something from our fairies. Spirit, please continue to support us as we walk this road. You're welcome, Tracy. My little willy wagtails there. Please know that Source of Spirit are very heavily protecting a lot of you and all of you right now. Time to go get what you want. Time to design and create the future that you're looking for. All right, I look forward to receiving your emails. Thank you. And to be honest, I wish everything was just cut and dry. It's just not. We got new home. So if some of you are thinking of moving, or you wanting to move or set up home somewhere else, this could also be an energy of you having to cleanse your home, make necessary changes around your home. There's some significance with that as well. Love life. So if you are seeking love in your life, it's coming in for you. Once again, be mindful of the distorted and divine energies at the moment. You have to sift and sort through those. But if you are seeking love in your life, it's definitely coming in. You need to be the love that you want to see in your life. So how new is this? I told everybody a week or so ago that whatever's coming in is all new. New home, love life. Let's get a couple more. You're welcome, Bonnie and Mel and Johnny. Yeah, nothing more different. Walk away, see? Go back to that beginning. There are things, people, places, things, lifestyle changes and all that you need to walk away from. It's karmic. It's karmic. It's going to fuck you up. Get it. No. So let's just leave the unhealthy situations and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. And what's opening up for you is prosperity, is anything that's going to add value to your home, and it's also an improvement in your love life as well. Please know, Spirit want everyone to know for some reason that your children are safe and protected. They always are, and they always will be. So try not to overwhelm yourself with unnecessary burden or worry. I'm hearing that song, the children are the future, treat them well and let them lead the way. The children are leading the way at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, I love you all. Have fun with that, and I will see you again soon. Bye.